What's up, Arizona? Thank you so much for joining us on another edition of Dropping Dimes with Cam and Chili. Cam Cox, Chili over there.
What up?
Obviously, we're not in the 12 News studios. Cam has some travel today, coming back from New Orleans in the Cardinals game. So here we are. Welcome to Chili's home. Welcome to my room. All the above. And Chili, I feel bad. We just got to let the people know.
Why?
Because I told you last week that the show was going to be a little bit different, but I didn't
Oh
explain
yeah,
it as
yeah.
good as I should have been. Chili showed up to the studio tonight ready to roll. I was here at the house just getting done with dinner. He was like, Cam, where you at? And I'm like, Chili, I'm at home. Remember we talked? And he was
Oh
like,
man.
yeah, I didn't use the right words. So that's my fault. I apologize.
Hey,
That's my,
look. Sometimes the audible and our guests are really going to get this because
yeah,
sometimes the
yeah.
audibles, like the hand signals versus the verbal, sometimes the terminology is just a little bit different. Look, I'm a radio guy. And Cam's a TV guy trying to teach me his way. So it's all good, man. This is how teammates work and figure things out. But I like this because this is like an insight of who you really are. Taking the artwork behind you. I see how you're flexing with the big screen on the wall. Like, it's all good, man.
Well, look at you, man. You got your taxes
Working,
back. What you got back there? Your taxes, you got your printer and stuff, man. All kinds of stuff back there.
I got some collectible stuff. Your boy Chili is a real hype beast, so I got these Labubus and
Oh,
just in
don't even
case.
Chili. Come on, we're not that young anymore, man. We can't be walking around with Labulo, Lablu. What'd you
Oh
call them? What
man,
are they called? Labubus,
a
Labobos.
Labubu,
La- What'd you call them?
a Labubu. Come on,
What
man.
are they? What? We can't be walking around with that stuff, man. Those
No,
things aren't
hey,
even.
no,
They're like Beanie Babies coming back from the dead for this year's
I
generation.
don't know. These things were selling, so like
Look at
I was able to get a box of six. I was able to get a box of six and dump four of them and gave some away. So,
Man,
you
Chili
know,
was out there at the mall just hustling, just trying to find him some Labubus, just trying to
always,
find him one.
always, man.
Just try. You had a good
I
weekend?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Got to watch a lot of high school football. Got to watch some college football locally.
Yeah.
Lake Forest and what's it called? The school from California. We're out here playing some Division three
Oh
football.
yeah, that
So
that that was pretty cool on Saturday night
Hamilton,
at Hamilton. A lot of things going on Saturday. Obviously, ASU on the road, Arizona playing at home
oh,
too as well.
heartbreaker,
I know.
heartbreaker.
We'll chat about that too as well. But that was cool seeing a D3 school from up north come down. Their roster loaded with Arizona talent. It looked pretty cool too as well. All families and friends
Yeah,
coming out to support them. So that was like really
it was
sweet.
sick.
Yeah, that
It
was
was
pretty
sick.
cool. What a great
Hey,
idea for that
shout out to Coach
university.
Cat. Shout out to Coach Catanzaro
Yeah.
from Lake Forest. I really wanted to get him on the show last week, but time constraints are a thing. But I really want to show some love to Coach Catanzaro and his staff over there, made up with some Arizona folks now, and they do a great job recruiting the Valley. 46 players on that roster from State 48. So it made sense that they did their thing out here, and it was a tough loss, but I think just having that game here kind of opens up the possibility maybe some D3 football comes to Arizona. You never know.
Never know. Hey, let's go through our guests real quick here
Okay.
to start the show, and then you and I will talk about ASU and should Kenny Dillingham have gone for it on 4th and 1 and what happened there at the end and all the minute cowbell still ringing in my head, and I was in New Orleans watching the game. So we'll get to all that, Chili, and I want to pick your brain on a high school and obviously look ahead to this week. But let's go ahead and bring in some guests here now. One of my favorite games from this week obviously was from Basha, and it was really cool to see and how they played against Orange Lutheran, such a massive game right there. Against, I mean, man, I thought Basha was going to run away with it, and all of a sudden, like, here came Orange Lutheran towards the end. Let's see if we can get Eli Kramer Cronin in here. Let's find him. I know I clicked on his number. Oh, there
Okay.
he
Oh,
is.
there he is.
Oh,
There he is.
pop. There he is. Eli, what's going on, man? Oh, you're muted. See,
Oh, your
he's
phone's muted.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
phone's muted.
Yeah, there you go.
My bad, my bad.
There you go. Welcome to my house. Welcome to Chili's house, and welcome to your house. All the above. Eli, how's it going?
What up? I
What?
appreciate you guys having me.
No, thanks for
For
joining us,
sure.
man. It's a little different for us this week, but man, what a game that was for you guys. Just take us through how big does that win feel against a team that was ranked pretty high?
It's huge. It's a huge win. It put us on the map. So we're just gonna keep taking it a game at a time.
Chili, you know what he's trying to say?
Hey,
You know what he's trying to say,
hey.
Chili?
Well,
He's trying to say, like, respect us. Hey, national polls. Put us in the top 25. It's okay, Eli.
I,
You don't gotta say. I'll say. I got you. I got the translation for
Appreciate
you.
you.
I
Appreciate
got the
you.
translation for you.
I'm trying to figure that out a little bit. Hey, Eli, I need you to walk me through some of that because that win puts you guys in the rivals top 25. I think you guys check in at 24. I put that on Twitter earlier or X or whatever
Yeah.
you call it. And then it also vaults you guys up 11 spots to number 27 on Max Preps. How much do you guys really think about that national ranking stuff? Does it really matter? Do you guys really care? Because it's so difficult to get into those conversations. Do you just worry about the local stuff, winning the state championship and beating all these teams out here?
I mean, obviously, it's cool to have a national ranking, and we're not going to shy away from that. If a national team comes to our field to play us, we're obviously
For
going to
sure.
try to beat them and get that national ranking. But I mean, we still got to take it game at a time. I mean, the season's not over. That's only the second game. So the ultimate goal is a state championship. So now we're on to that.
Eli, you guys
Okay.
started out so hot in that. What happened there towards the end, or just a good football team making plays, right?
I mean, yeah, they're obviously a good football team. So they made adjustments in the second half and figured out some weak spots. I mean, we obviously made some mistakes too. But I mean, a win is a win,
Yeah,
man.
that's all
So
that matters. All that matters. Hey, real quick,
Hey,
who blocked the kick?
uh, Trey
Trey, now.
Knox.
Trey. Okay,
Yeah,
I was
Trey
just,
Knox.
yeah, I couldn't remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I got a message from his family. I might have said the wrong name Friday night. Listen, it's hard to see names in jerseys up there
Yeah,
on the
no.
TV broadcast. So I might have said the wrong name Friday night. That's my apologies, Trey. I'll send him a T-shirt or something. But yeah, that
No,
that that was phenomenal, wasn't it?
yeah, he definitely deserves some love for that. That's his third one in 2 games. So
Third block, special teams block, third field goal block, or
yes,
just oh
yes,
wow,
sir.
Two
Field
punts,
goal.
two punts, one field goal in the two
Was it?
games that
Oh,
they
it
played.
was a punt.
Three
Yeah,
total.
two. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But 3 blocks total, and the Brophy ones were crucial
were
too. That
massive.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Hey,
crazy. They're gonna line up Chile next time whoever they play next, they're gonna line like 7 people in front of him. Forget
oh,
everybody
for
else.
sure.
We're just gonna block Trey, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Eli, special teams plays are absolutely huge. Kick returns, all that stuff. So when your guy blocks a field goal, blocks a punt, how much does that charge you up? Because I know sometimes you guys don't get to go right back on the field, so you got to do it off from the sidelines. But how much does that charge you up and get you ready for when you do get back on the field?
Definitely hypes us up. It gives us a lot of momentum. So anything for momentum, it's good.
Yeah. Eli,
Hey,
when you look at this year's team and kind of what you guys can do, obviously the big opening win against Brophy, you beat one of the top teams in the country. Just where to like talent wise, I mean, this team kind of all bought in. So what do you think Basha can do this year?
I mean, I think it's all or nothing. I think we can win the state championship, and yeah, we're going to state for sure, and we're going to win it. So
There we go.
and listen, for Basher, you guys have built the program up to the point where it's like if you're not playing for that title, it's a wash. Like the season is a disappointment almost. And I hate to put it that way because it's so much pressure. But
yeah, no, I
is
know.
that what you guys feel?
In a way, yeah. I mean, when those big SEC teams win or lose one game, that coach is like, his whole job's on the line. That's kind of how it is at Basha. So
Coach McDonald, Coach McDonald,
Listen, he would tell you he feels that way too.
yeah,
Eli,
for sure.
Coach McDonald's one of my favorite coaches in the Valley. He won our Friday Night Fever Coach of the Year. I think it was a handful of years ago. You obviously on our All Fever team. What's it like to play for Coach McDonald? Is he as intense as Chile and I see from time to time? When does he crack a smile? Like when y'all
he
block the
cracks
kick,
a
does he
smile.
smile? Okay.
No, he cracks smiles, but yeah, he's a good coach. He makes sure that we don't take it like too serious all the time, but he knows like when we need to lock in, and he'll get us locked in if we need it, But he always makes it fun to play football for him.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Eli, I've spent a lot of time around the program. I've spent a lot of time around that Basher program. Know a
yeah,
bunch of the coaches. Watched a lot of you guys grow up through the program, playing freshman, variety of levels of football. I always see obviously the defensive players gravitating towards the defensive players, the offensive players gravitating to the offensive players. But 21 Division I athletes or whatever, 21 plus Division I athletes on this team. What is the camaraderie like with like you and Brody and you and Noah and you and some of these offensive guys and vice versa?
It's
Eat
great.
lunch together,
Yeah,
party together, all that stuff.
it's great. Yeah, I mean, we always hang out with each other. It don't matter what side of the ball they're on. We're all on the same team, so we're
For
all
sure.
boys. Uh, we
For sure.
even we even had to like or Coach Mac like switched up all of our like locker room spaces, so we're like with random people, or I mean not random, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
with people that we're not usually with.
Okay.
But yeah, that I would say that's like the main thing that kind of like separates us. Yeah, we have 21 D1 guys, but we're all like closely bonded. And Brody will say the same thing if you interview him or Noah too.
So who are you next
For
to in
sure.
the locker room? So is it like you got a running back here, you got an old lineman here, like, and is that just to kind of talk to people that maybe you don't get to see all the time?
Yeah, so I'm next to Kaiser Wilson,
Isaac Wilson.
he's a linebacker and he's a dog. He'll probably be the Mike next year. But and I'm also next to Dejan.
Dejan Yarbrough, the big fella from Minnesota.
Yeah, you can't miss him.
That is facts. That is facts.
That's
Like
right.
6'5", like 380 or whatever.
Yeah.
What was it? What? Hey, talking about what that relationship is like because he's the new guy. Like, how did you help make sure that he got comfortable in this situation? You get a new big time athlete coming through your program, and he's in a locker right next to you.
Yeah, when I think one of the first weekends he was here, me and Brody took him out and we went and hung out with a bunch of people and just kind of got him like out of his shell a little bit. But he's definitely opening up a lot more.
Did you
So
guys take him for Mexican food? Did you guys take him for Mexican food?
Oh, that's a great question, Chili.
I
It's a great
mean,
question.
technically
He's
we
from
did. We
he's
went to
from
Chipotle.
Minnesota. He's from Minnesota. He needs that Los Fobs in his life. He needs some salsa in his blood.
He
He needs
does
some
need some
salsa in
Los
his blood.
Fobs. Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea.
There we go.
Yeah.
Eli will get you out here on this Williamsfield this week. What kind of matchup you think that's going to be?
It's not going to be easy, but if we do the things we need to do, then we should get the job done.
There we
I
go.
like
Enough
that.
said.
I like that.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Eli Kramer Corona. We appreciate the time, buddy. Good luck this week against the Blackhawks, man. It's fun to watch you guys last week get some national love like that. You guys deserve it. Y'all played really hard to start the year. Bash has been building something special for a long time, and you helped lay
Yes, sir.
that foundation. So keep it up, buddy. Thanks for the time.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys.
See you, man.
Later.
All right.
There we go. Eli Kramer Cronin, the
Man,
linebacker from Basha. I love the confidence, Chili. I
New
love the
Mexico
confidence.
commit.
Yep. New Mexico commit. The
The
Lobos.
kid is absolutely special.
Yeah. I mean, he's a
The kid's
tackling
absolutely
machine.
special. He's been a
The,
dog.
I said that
And
earlier. That's why he was on our all
for
fever
sure.
team. When I call around and ask like other coaches who was the guy on Basha that stood out. You know, obviously they had a lot of them last year, right? And there's some of those guys are back this year, but you couldn't talk about Basha without mentioning him and what he does for that defense too as well. All right, Chili, ready to bring in someone else? This guy is kind of burst on the scene.
Yeah, hey, let's bring in the phenom. Let's bring in the phenom.
Here we go. This guy has burst on the scene. Is that what we're calling him?
Mr.
The
Mr.
phenom?
Uncoverable, Mr.
Mis-
Uncoverable, Mr. Can't Catch Me, Mr. See
Oh,
Me in the End Zone.
oh,
Hey,
Mister, he needs to unmute
hey,
his mic. Oh, there you go,
What's
Roy.
up?
Roy Oliver, the
I hear
receiver
you.
from Chandler, I was from Hamilton. Uh, man, I'll just say this. You tell me your
he
stats
meant
just so I
Chandler
make.
Hamilton.
I
Hey,
did-
Roy,
Yeah.
Roy, he wasn't gonna do you like that. He
No, I
meant
would
Chandler
never.
Hamilton.
I would never. No, that's a pet peeve of mine. I never like to say city in school, so that was my fault. Roy, it was really cool to see some of the numbers come in and what you did last week. 6 touchdowns. Are you still counting them? We six?
Yeah.
Six
Six,
touchdowns.
yeah.
Hamilton has had some phenomenal players before. For you to put up what was that like? Take me through that game. And when did you start
Uh,
realizing you needed two hands to count them all?
it was a blessing, but I want to give credit to my line to give Jax time to give me the ball, and it was pretty much just they played one-on-one against me, so I made a play.
He's open. He's open. He's open.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins used to say that all the time.
Hey,
In fact, Kenny Dillingham said that about Jordan Tyson last week when they played NAU. They're gonna single him up. We'll throw him the ball. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Hey, Roy, talk to me about this relationship with Jax. Jax, unfortunately missed all of last year due to injury and stuff. But your classmate, and he comes out and just kind of erupts. First two games, you guys score 120 points.
Mhm.
What's the situation like for you being able to watch Jax be successful?
It's great watching him play because last year, especially, what happened to him. But we've been in connection since seventh grade, so we've always had that chemistry. And he trusts me, I trust him, and it's been great seeing him put these numbers up for first two games.
Roy, you and Jax both
Hey, Roy,
sophomores. Do y'all feel like sophomores?
Uh, Sometimes,
Some,
but not really.
because now they
hey,
count on you in a way, in a big way, right? You
Yeah,
and Jax both, so you gotta grow up a little quick, maybe.
yeah.
Hey, speaking of growing up a little bit quick, you got your little brother on the team, so like you really have to kind of be a mentor of sorts. Like, what are some of the things that you're telling him as he's going through the process of being a varsity player so early in his career?
One thing I try to tell him is watch how I play. Like some things he might be hesitant, like I was last year, first year on varsity. So, um, I want to be a big role model to him and show him how fast you got to play this game because it's not the same as youth ball. It's way different. It's way bigger step.
Yeah, I mean, how neat is it though to have your brother there with you? Like, do y'all get to hang out a lot? Do y'all get to spend a lot of time together? Are you responsible for making sure he gets home after practice? Is this big brother stuff you're
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, I'm responsible for that. But I don't really see him during the day at school because we're in different buildings. But
Yeah.
having him on the other side of me helps me a lot, and I can rely on him to make a play.
Does he
But y'all
come to
got the
you?
dope handshake and celebration.
Wait, they got
Nah,
a
we
hand.
don't have no handshakes yet.
See,
Not
see.
yet.
You know what, Roy? Chili and I were supposed to come up with a handshake. We came up with a handshake the first week, and then he forgot it the second week.
No, that's not true.
Be your
That's
own
not true. I'm a
people,
good
Roy. Be
teammate.
your own
Never,
people, Roy.
never, never, ever. Hey, Roy, how competitive is the household? I know your pops play some ball. How competitive is the household? We're getting towards the holidays, Thanksgiving. Um, you going to dunk on pops? You going to beat him in some ping pong?
Oh, pickleball.
How are things? Or some pickleball?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Roy, how competitive is the household? I know you got a tight family.
He used to be really competitive, but he always talks about how he used to be way faster than me at my age. But I don't know. I
You
think
don't
I'm
know if you
faster
believe
than
him.
Hey, you need to be like,
No, I'm just kidding.
hey, dad, I need a witness. Give me a friend. Get
him.
him on line one. I need to see a tape, something. Give me an old teammate
Yeah.
that I can call. All right. Put somebody on the
Hey,
phone that
hey,
knows all this stuff.
Hey Roy, when was the first time that you routed Pops up? When he was, I know he was training you and helping you go through the process, your own process. When was the first time that like you kind of got him and like came
Uh,
home and
it was eighth grade. We had a workout. We were doing releases, and I got him so bad. It was
yes,
so funny.
Roy, in eighth grade?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh man. Just take us through the
I
route.
love
What
it.
happened? What happened? What was the route?
It was just a release. I just hit him with a 1-2, and he started stumbling.
Oh no.
I
He got
love
him
it.
with the one, the two. There went dad. There went son. Man,
I
what a win. That's how it
love that.
happens too. That's how it happens. Roy, real quick, what do you make of this year's Hamilton football team? It's really cool to see the Huskies kind of get out to the start that you guys done, playing such good offense. Defense is playing well too. Just what do you make of this year's squad?
I think the squad will be probably the best squad they've had in a while. So we're making good steps. Pretty much, we have way bigger games coming up, so we gotta be prepared. Practice has been going really good. We work every day, and we work on the things that we made mistakes in the game. So it's a little different than last year because some things weren't as structured, but this year Coach Dixon has been really good about it.
How's Coach Dixon doing,
Hey
by the
Roy,
way?
I got a question.
How's
He's
Coach
doing
Dixon
really
doing?
good.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
One of my favorites in the valley.
Hey,
I'll send you some old tape, by the way, of Coach from back in the day that you could queue up in some meeting rooms one time to turn on for everybody. I got you covered.
oh
Yeah.
no.
Saw a
Hey,
state game.
I got plenty of it. I got plenty of it. There we go.
Hey Roy, I talked to Coach Pebler, one of the
Mhm.
assistant coaches at Hamilton,
Yes, sir.
and uniquely, and I know you're not about this. I don't know if
Mhm.
I'm about to drop something on you that will be the first time you've heard this. But Coach Pebler coached Raiden Binesbright at
Yeah.
Corona del Sol. And he told me that at this stage of you guys' career, that you are better than Raiden Binesbright, who plays at University of Washington, a great receiver from the Valley. What's that mean to you to hear something like that?
It means a lot because I saw him when I was in seventh grade, his sophomore year, I think, and I saw how fast he was. He like made it look like he was unguardable, and it just inspired me a lot. And to hear that from one of his former coaches means a lot because I want to be playing that fast and inspire kids like I was inspired.
Roy, do you have any favorite
Hey,
receivers? Do you have anybody
I
that
got
you
an
look up to or that you kind of model your game after, or just people that you watch?
Probably not model my game off of, but I like watching is Jeremiah Smith. I like
oof,
watching it.
There we go.
OH,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
OH.
Oh, is that how it works?
Hey,
How do you do that, Chili?
hey,
What is all that?
yeah, yeah, OH,
Oh, okay.
O
Oh,
H
am I
I O
supposed to spell
O
out the
H.
rest? Oh,
Hey,
my bad. Okay.
yeah. Hey, Roy, I got to know. I'm not a, I'm not a, I'm curious. What's your favorite subject in school?
Oh,
Math, probably.
Oh, okay.
it is what?
Mathematically, my man.
Math.
Math? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Man, I loved math until they started
It's
adding
just,
letters. Once they added letters, they ruined it.
yeah.
Hey, mathematically, my man is averaging a touchdown every other time he touches the ball. I think he's got like 17 receptions and 8 touchdowns. So, God bless the secondaries that are on
Yeah,
Hamilton's schedule the rest of the way,
yeah.
because my man is literally Jeremiah Smith uncoverable right now. Uncoverable. There is
Roy,
not a defensive back in the state that is trying to see Roy Oliver. They see Roy Oliver on the schedule, and they're like, "Hey, man,
good
coach, my
coach.
hamstrings hurt."
Oh, Roy, we'll get you out here on this. You got a matchup against Castile this week. What's that game going to be like?
Uh, they might be the best team we played out of the 3 games because they were really physical. That's what I've coaches seen, but they've played 2 out-of-state teams, so they're not gonna play us light, and we just gotta be prepared, just
There,
like we've been the past 2 weeks.
there we go. Hamilton sophomore receiver, Roy Oliver, touchdown machine, 6 touchdowns last week, a new Hamilton record. Been a lot of great players that have come through Hamilton.
You know whose record he broke?
Who's that?
Terrell Suggs.
Oh, oh,
Terrell Suggs. Just
oh,
so we're clear,
oh.
future Hall of Famer. I don't know if he's already in the Hall of Fame, but whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
there we go.
actually, he might be. But
He's in the
Super
ASU
Bowl
Hall of Fame.
champion,
Yeah,
ASU legend.
yeah.
Like, so, yeah.
Well, we appreciate the
Just
time
so we're
tonight
clear.
on a Monday night, man. Best of luck this
Uh-huh.
week, buddy.
Thank you.
Take care.
You
Man,
too.
Chili, that's cool. He's big things coming for him. Big things coming for Hamilton. Coach Dixon, listen, it's been really cool to see him come back and run that program and to kind of build Hamilton back. All right, let's bring in you want to say it?
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And just like that.
Just like that, just like that. The 3 words. And here we go. Adam Beadle is on with us.
Hey,
Adam, welcome to my
the,
house.
the,
I don't know where Chili is. I think he's in his back cave. I don't think that's his house. He's been telling us that's his house, but I think that's
this
his
is
back cave. And Adam's always at a stadium near
something
you.
like that.
Yeah. How's it going,
I'm
Adam?
always, always in the lights, doing great. How about you guys?
Doing
Doing
great.
all
Doing
right, man. Hanging out. Saw that you had a day off on Saturday. Found you in the stands at a local football game,
Yeah,
watching more local kids. So
I
I
had
thought that was cool.
one of my buddies, Jack Lewis, is a wide receiver for Lake Forest. So we've all been friends since
Absolute
like
dog,
seventh grade.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey, we got to go pull up and watch our boy.
There we go. There we
man. I
go.
love that.
Adam, your biggest
Hey,
takeaway from last week of the high school football season was what?
I truly think it's that Bash is no joke, and I know a lot of people are going to say that there's a lot of question marks in that second half with them letting OU back in the game, and
That's a
I
good
think
football
absolutely,
team, Adam. It's
yeah,
gonna happen.
I think
Yeah.
yeah, I think absolutely there should be questions about how Olu got back into that one, but I think the resilience that Basha showed in closing that one out and making sure that they walked away with a win was huge, and I think it was a really big game for their defense, and the defense is gonna have to step it up once again this week.
hey, one conversation that I had wanted to have with both of you guys because Cam, this past weekend, you actually got the opportunity to see an Arizona high school football alum ball out in his first career start. Is that his first
No,
career
no, no. It
start?
was his seventh start.
No, 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 it's not his first, but
He's still
it's the
searching
start
for
of
his
the
first one.
season.
Yeah,
It's his first QB1 like season.
yeah.
And Adam is going to tell us about a bunch of other guys. But first, Cam, I got to know, how was it? What was it like watching a product of the state get loose and be certified QB1 for the New Orleans Saints?
Yeah, well, obviously, Chili's talking about Spencer Rattler for the Saints. We were out there with the Cardinals on Sunday in New Orleans. Couple things. Um, Super happy for Spencer. Like, it is just so cool to see how much he's grown, mature. He'll use the word matured, and I'll use it too as well, because he is kind of a different person than he was in high school. But man, he has full command of those Saints, and so that was like really cool to see. And also, it's like it's neat to see somebody that we knew as a kid now, like, on the professional stage like that. The Saints were a much better team than I thought they were. I thought the Cardinals were going to come in
Yeah.
and beat the brakes off of them. I thought they were going to have 17 sacks and Spencer was going to be running for his life all game. Man, he executed that game plan really well to perfection. Got the ball out quick. Like the Cardinals weren't able to get after him because, and head coach Jonathan Gannon talked about that today. Like under 2 seconds, he was getting rid of the football. He was firing away the football. And so I thought Spencer played really well. I think they'll get some things going there. The offensive line was okay for them. So I think he'll be just fine for him. But it was all pretty cool to see Spencer. I also ran into Tyler Shuck's parents on the airplane as we were like heading to New Orleans and they were
Oh,
bringing him
that's
all
lit.
kinds of
That's
stuff.
awesome.
So it was like this was it. The mom and dad were like, "We're dropping all his stuff off. He's got everything. He's grown up now, all right." And but it was great to see them too as well. They were pretty fired up for Tyler, like regardless if he didn't win the job or not. And then they were excited for Spencer. So it was just neat to see, two families, two people that we have covered for a long time, kind of do their thing in the NFL. And Spencer's going to get his chance this year. Got a really good head coach in Kellen Moore.
Hey, real quick, Adam, before I get to you, Cam, I got to know because of Spencer and who he is and what we watched him do growing up. Did you observe and watch the game a little bit differently? Watch some mannerisms on the sidelines, or
Yeah.
try to see some different things from Spencer versus what you would typically do for a road an opponent of the Cardinals?
100%, 100, because you want to see him succeed. Like at the end, he's driving down the field, and you're rooting for that man to like, hey, throw. It almost did it. He had two passes that I thought were really good in the end zone, that were really close to doing it. So like I always say in this business, you root for people, and Spencer Rattler is one of the people that I root for, and so it was really cool to see him have that command, have the respect of his teammates. Like it's clear they put a lot on his plate, and listening to some of the stuff Kellen Moore said and Spencer talked about, it's clear they put a lot on his plate. And so it'll be cool to see what he does out there in New Orleans. But he had a chance. The Cardinals gave him the ball back, and he had a chance to go win it and nearly pulled it off. That's neat.
All right, Beetle, you're up, man. I'm curious who else balled out. What other Arizona products balled out in the NFL? As the NFL season started up. I know we got some folks in the Bay and some folks in the A. Adam, why don't you take it away?
Well, first of
That
all,
all rhyme.
I want to build off of what Cam said and just talking about how much Spencer's grown and his maturity level and his football IQ. I had a conversation with Dana Zupke about it about 2 or 3 weeks ago when it was first announced that Spencer was going to take over as a starting quarterback in the first preseason game. And it's crazy to like go look back at some of the old interviews with Coach Zupke about the way he talked about Spencer then versus the way he talked about Spencer when I talked to him 3 weeks ago. It's just I think he's seen him grow so much. It's just so cool to see Spencer where he's at and what he's doing. And second thing, real quick, I gotta shout out Papa Shook because I had him as my history teacher my junior year of high school.
Hey,
So
Hey,
that
crazy.
that's cool. But some of these other guys that balled out because there certainly were a couple of
oh,
them.
I got a list for you too, Adam. If you leave anybody off, I got you, man. Because that's
Hey,
when I woke up Saturday. I was so busy Saturday night with ASU that man, I woke up early Sunday morning. I couldn't sleep, and all I just started doing was just scrolling through Twitter. So like, man, that guy did that. So good.
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna look at my list while you talk.
There's two players in particular that I want to talk about, and one of them is B. John Robinson. Obviously, it wasn't able to really go on the ground, but this the thing about Bijan is that he's not just a do-it-all guy on the ground, but he can get it done through the air as well. He had 6 receptions for 100 yards and a touchdown. I just think he's going to be such an elite and physical back for Atlanta this year, and exactly what that offense needs to kind of push forward. And the other guy I want to throw out there is Ricky Pearsall. Obviously, we know the
Ricky
situation
P.
that went down with Ricky Pearsall last season, and just him, kind of having his ups and downs, but starting out right, his first game, 4 receptions, 108 yards. I'm curious to see how much his production will pick up or drop off with the injuries with George Kittle, if he maybe gets out there a little bit more on the field, and obviously Purdy too, going out with the injury. I think he's going to be out for a little bit, so it's going to be interesting the next couple of weeks to see where Pearsall's production lands.
All right, some reactions from you guys. Brandon Phelps, who holds the Arizona record for most yards in a season by a wide receiver, most touchdown catches. He got his first TD for the Arizona Wildcats, right?
That's big.
Yeah, Trey Spivey got in the end zone too as well, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That
Yep.
the
was that whole situation. I tweeted about it on Twitter. That whole situation with the Trey Spivey touchdown. What actually happened that made that play possible is Genesis Smith, who was also a safety at Hamilton the same time Trey was there. Him and Trey were the exact same number 12. So you see
yeah,
Hamilton, number 12, getting the interception, and you see Hamilton, number 12, scoring the touchdown. Super cool moment. Also, Gio Richardson, too. He was balling out in that
yeah,
game, too.
that's right. Former Sunny Slope quarterback Luke Moga made his debut for Oregon through a touchdown pass, if I believe that too as well. It's cool to see. Desmond Roebuck, Arizona's all-time catch king, right? He got in the game. Did he score, Chili? Is that right? Did I
Yeah,
see?
he scored.
Okay.
Yeah, he broke
Yeah.
like 3 tackles and
Yeah,
scored.
yeah, yeah. So that
Beast.
was neat. Adam Mohammed, one of very few players in this state's history to be on our all fever list 3 times. He scored 2 as well. He's been off to a really good start to his career. I know y'all saw Jacoby Lane's catch for USC,
Oh
right?
my
Oh, my
goodness.
goodness
This is
gracious.
way
I think
back.
I think what was even better is the just standing there after he caught it and just soaking it all in. I mean,
He had a catch like that when he was at Red Mountain too as well. It was in the
yeah,
corner.
Yeah, like
Where you just,
3 of them.
yeah, that's a good point.
Had a
And
bunch of them.
then another one I got it. Like I said, I had a list here. Parker Navarro for Ohio beat West Virginia Nico Marchiol. It was just really, like I said,
Sheesh.
it's really cool. I just like I said, I woke up Saturday. I was just like going through everything I missed. Parker, by the way, went to Desert Vista. Nico went to Hamilton. Just cool to see all those guys do things at the next level, Adam.
absolutely. And I think that's just the joy of it is getting to see these kids. But and it really, in my opinion, this past graduating class, the class of 2025, and a couple of guys before that in the 24, these are the guys that are going to put Arizona on the map. I
Yeah.
think when it's all said and done, we've talked about how competitive high school football has been in the last couple of years in the state of Arizona, and it's been because of these guys. It's been because the class of 2024 and the class of 2025. So seeing them already get these opportunities is really cool to see.
All right, Adam, we got about 40 seconds left with you here. Uh, Give me a preview for this week.
There is a lot of games with a lot of implications. I'll kind of wrap them off quickly because I have a lot of them listed here.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Bashad Williams Field. I think this is going to be the first big test for Bash's defensive line this season. That Olu line was pretty good, but Bash was able to still get some things working. I think that this Williams Field front is going to be really difficult for the Bears this week. Horizon versus Cactus. This is a 5A matchup. I think a result in this one could impact the rankings later on in the season.
Cactus with a
had
big
huge comeback last week.
against
Perry
Millennium.
versus Brophy. Brophy got a bounce back win in Colorado, and the Pumas are still looking for success. I think this could be a really big game for Perry, potentially set the tone for the rest of the season. ALA, Queen Creek, and Chandler, both teams coming off a heartbreaking loss, tough loss. We'll see how they rebound. Liberty versus Highland. These are two other teams that are coming off a loss. I think Highland's got a lot of hunger.
Island is 0-2, correct?
Yeah, 0-2.
I couldn't when I saw that. I don't remember the last time Highland was 0-3.
I believe we looked back. We did it on the Saturday morning show. The last time Highland started out 0-2 was 2011. So they have yet to start with 2 losses on the record in the Brock.
Wow. Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is a really big game for Highland.
Yeah.
And then 2 other games real quick. Boulder Creek versus Mountain View. I think this could be a trap game for Mountain View. Boulder Creek has been playing extremely well the first 2 games of the season, so I'm excited to see what the Jaguars do. And our last one is Tolleson versus West Point. Tolleson has the chance to go 3-0 for the first time since 2013 this week.
Coach Walbrock killing over there.
And their new QB, our Jay Garcia, shined the spotlight on him last week too as well. Like
he can sling it.
He can sling it. They got some guys out there. And man, when Tolleson is good, that we've all seen it. Like that community, they rock and they support out there. So that's pretty cool to see. Adam, where are you
I
going
love
Friday?
it.
Where are you going? We'll see you out there.
Thursday
Every
I'll be at
game? That
Pinnacle
Honda
and Corona
Civic
del
can
Sol.
go. Like,
Yeah,
it can
and
move.
no, I've already I've there's a mode I can put in and see how much I've driven. So I reset it and like set the trip to start the first game I went, and from the first game to now I've almost already driven 1,000 miles. So
Oh,
it
sheesh.
is
Chili, we got some
crazy,
work to do.
but I love
We
it.
got
I'll be everywhere.
he's
I'll be
leaving
at
us in the dust.
Crazy.
I'll be at Pinnacle Corona on Thursday, and then Friday I'll be at Bashua Williamsfield.
There we go. All right.
Oh,
Adam
okay.
Beetle.
Okay.
Beetlejuice. There we go. Appreciate your
Beetlejuice.
time, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
There we go.
Sheesh. My man
Man,
Beetle all over
he's
the place.
he is all over the
All over the
place.
place. I
All over
love
the
it though.
place.
I love it.
How does that
I love
work?
it. It's cool to see it. It's cool to see the next generation come up and work hard and grind and do it the right way and not chase all the clout. So I just love the way he's doing it, the way he's moving through all of this.
Yeah.
So
All right, Chili, because we're at home, we could do a little extended version here. Your ASU talk, what was your takeaway from the game? Tough loss, right?
yeah, I mean, look, I think we're all a little bit disappointed in the outcome, but the process of getting to what happened, I think we all got to be a little bit encouraged and excited about because I think this team showed a little bit more fight and resilience than some ASU teams in the past. Because I think the reality is ASU teams in the past might have folded given the circumstances of being down so much so early in a very very unfriendly cowbell ringing environment.
My ears are still ringing, Chili. I was amazed you could hear that through the TV. Like it's so
Oh, it
loud.
was insane. It was insane.
Listen, I thought a lot of, I loved Kenny walking around the facility, everybody with cowbells, blah, blah, blah. We had Ben Coleman in studio last week, and he was like, man, they were ringing them right next to my ears in practice. And he was like, it's not going to be like that during the game. I will say, I bet it was close because on the national broadcast, like, that's all you hear. That is literally all you
For
hear.
sure.
It's different than I think any college football game I've ever watched for that reason.
You know, two things on that. One, I think Coach Dillingham kind of incited some of that with his comments about the cowbells. Two, the next time that Coach Dillingham decides to do this, I think he needs to bring like some elementary school kids out to practice and give all those kids cowbells
To
so
let
that
them
those kids can go crazy.
come be a devil for the day. You're going to show up Tuesday when we play Mississippi State. You can come to practice. You can go anywhere you want in the building. You just have to bring a cowbell, right?
For sure.
You
I
just got
think
to
that
bring
that
it.
would be so cool. I
Uh,
think that would be so cool.
Couple of big things. Obviously, the not going for it on fourth down and kicking a field goal late after you come all the way back. Listen, I've heard Coach talk about it twice now today, and I heard him talk about it Sunday after the game. And I get it. Like I'm a big guy. It's like you take the points on the road. You always do that. You always take the points on the road. But Dilly was just talking about being aggressive, like at a Monday press conference here recently. I can't remember if it was either week one or week two. And that's all I kept thinking about. Like if there was ever a time to be aggressive, like that was it. You had had him on the ropes. You could have sealed the deal with that touchdown in my eyes. And then, you're up a score. Then you can be a little risky, like they did in blitz, when Mississippi State's trying to drive. Um, I did not like being conservative and kicking the field goal and then sending an all-out blitz with no help. When Mississippi State was trying to, punch that thing in there at the end. That part I didn't agree with. I get it, take the points on the road, but to me, even if you missed it there, you didn't get the score, you didn't take the lead, you hadn't had to lead the whole game. Like still, they would have had to go 99 yards the other way to beat
Yeah.
you. And I
You
mean, I,
know,
I just think that's a tougher position to put a team in than what actually happened.
hey man, nobody, no, there's not a member of the media um, that loves Kenny Dillingham more than I do. Sarah Mentor and Coach Regal, and
Yeah,
um,
Coach
and I'm
Mons,
not, and
Coach
I'm not,
Iguano.
I'm, I'm not trying to um, judge him as a coach characteristically, but my man is notoriously aggressive
Great. Yeah.
notoriously aggressive as a play caller. Um, I'm not disappointed because I'm sure whatever reason I'll ask him at some point, and whatever reason he tells me, I'm gonna fully do my best to embrace it. But I, just like you, think, hey, you go for that touchdown, and worst case scenario, you leave
Yeah.
them first and 99. You might end up with one of these.
Yeah. Like,
You might end up with one of
yeah.
those. So,
I just thought the way the game was
go.
going in the second half, Chile, like that was the way to go. The way the game was, you would come back, you would obviously punch them in the
They
mouth a
had
few times.
momentum.
You had all the momentum in the world. I I was yelling at the TV. I was like, get a
I
fullback,
bet.
put somebody in there, like get somebody in front of Kanye or Brian, get somebody in front of those guys, help them run it in. Like that's it's tough, man. Which but just goes to shows me the Devils. Like I was really proud of the way they fought back. I agree with you. Some other teams wouldn't have fought back like that. Like that's a good football team, regardless. Mississippi State also is much better than the team they beat last year in Tempe. A couple things the Devils still need to work out. Not being able to get a yard on the goal line shows them they got some work to do. You can't get 1 yard to go win a football game, regardless how good you are. You got some work to do. And second, the one thing that I thought just was missing, they got a bunch of playmakers on that team. They needed somebody to step up and make a play to go win that game, and it just didn't happen. And last year, it felt like Cam was the guy to go do that. And so it just goes to show you every team's got to learn and grow early on in the year. And this team is still learning and growing. And
Look,
it's a growing pains of any football season that now they got to find someone else to rely on in those big moments against good teams. You got to go make a play.
there's I love Cam and what he
Yeah.
did for the program last year. But the reality is Cam didn't even become Cam until the season started to progress. Um, it's yes. Do we
Remember
miss
they
Cam?
they
Absolutely.
had a
Any
bad
team
loss
would.
against
But
Texas Tech early in the year where you were like, what's
but it's
happening?
right. But it's not. Somebody else just has to step up. Like
Exactly. Exactly.
hopefully,
They're looking for that.
hopefully we're saying the same things about Jordan Tyson or Sam Levitt when they leave this program that we're saying about Cam Scatterboo.
I
We
think we
miss
will.
this guy. How do we replace that guy?
Yeah.
The leadership, the little stuff, the grind out the tough yards, make the big plays, things like that. Somebody else just has to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody else just has to do it. Whether it's a Sip, whether it's a Tyson, whether it's Sam, just one of those guys just has to step up and do it. So
Yeah.
we'll find it. We'll find out who that guy is. We'll find out who that guy is. But yeah, but there's that. Look, I think that they're going to be okay. And look, the team lost 2 games last year, and look how far they went. This is just part of the process. I think that ASU will put it back together, get a tough win versus Texas State on the rebound in the friendly confines of Frank Cush Field, Mountain America Stadium, and then we'll move forward and be like, oh man, things are working themselves out the way that they should.
Chilean, bottom line, still can win the Big 12. And
Yeah,
if you
that's the most.
if you win the Big 12, you're in the college football playoff. So let's be real.
Yes.
And even if I think you're possibly in the top two in the Big 12, you're in the college football playoff. I think last year was a different year for the conference, but like it's going to be tough. And so like that's the thing. If you could put yourself up there, you have a chance to win the conference and get in the college football playoff. And
Hey,
all those things are still in front of the Devils. I like you said, lost 2 games last year, and look where they went. I think that's the big key in all this is what you find, how you do it, when you win them, and as long as you win them, as long as you're in that conversation at the end, that to me is can get you in some places you want to be.
hey, and shame on everybody. Shame on everybody jumping off the Dillingham
Who's
bandwagon,
jumping?
the
Nobody's
Sun Devil
jumping.
bandwagon, the Sam
Nobody's
Levitt
jumping, man.
bandwagon.
Chili,
There,
you read
there,
Twitter too
there
much.
are so many
No,
people.
no,
There,
they're
there
not.
are so many
I
people.
don't believe you.
But they're jumping off.
They're
But
not
they're jumping
jumping.
off.
They're
That's
not
what
jumping
Twitter
off.
is.
They're not jumping off.
People expressing their frustration, saying, "Oh man, I knew that
They
this
can.
team was
That
going to
doesn't mean
turn
they're
into this."
jumping off.
So jump off. It's all good. Just don't get left behind. It's all
Chili,
good.
they not.
Jump
Nobody's
off.
jumping. Nobody's jumping.
No,
Nobody's
there's so
upset.
many people complaining. You can go through the app and see there's so
Chili,
many people that are like,
Chili.
"Oh my God,
Listen,
I knew that this was gonna unfold."
Twitter,
Hey, I'm cool
Twitter
with it.
is full of
I'm
people
I'm cool with it.
who like to complain. Like they would get to
Oh,
heaven and
100%.
complain they would get to heaven and complain it's too cloudy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
but listen, that's not reality. Here's the reality, and I just want to set this record straight for everybody. Coach Dillingham is a fantastic offensive coach, one of the bright
100%.
minds in all of football. You walk up and down NFL teams, I guarantee you they realize what Kenny Dillingham is doing. He's very well known in the college scene too, as well, because of what he could do and how he could develop quarterbacks. It wouldn't surprise me if ASU keeps pumping out. As long as Dillingham is here, and I hope he's here for a very, very long time. Like, it wouldn't surprise me with his reputation of developing quarterbacks. ASU is always going to have a really top gunslinger in there because they know what Kenny
For
can do
sure.
for him they know what Kenny can do for them for their next step in their career. So I think that's going to be a given. ASU is still a good football team. There's too much talent on that team for them not to succeed in some type of way, for them not to get close to 10 wins. Yes, it's going to be tough. Last year, they had a lot of things bounce their way. It's not just going to get handed to them like that. They're going to have to find their different path, to get to that point. And so it's a
Agreed.
new season. You got to find new ways for people to step up. You got to learn and grow through those things. They had growing pains last year. Do people remember after
Yeah.
one game, Kenny Dillingham was calling for kicker tryouts? It's so crazy to think about last year. And like, you made the college football playoff. You were one play away in a targeting call from beating the
Oh,
University of
man.
Texas and moving on to the semifinals. And yet 3 months ago, your coach was called for kicking tryouts. Like, that's the craziness that is in a season yet. And we're getting to that point where things are going to happen.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
here's what I love about fans. They will always over and underreact to wins and losses. And that's the best part about fans. And listen, I think ASU knows what they shouldn't have done. You can't come out flat like that on the road against a good football
Agreed.
team. Mississippi State, where they finished last year, we all knew was at the bottom of the SEC, but they brought in 40 transfers. That's a better team. And so things are just different, and you got to find different ways to win. The best part about what ASU has moving forward, that's a talented football team. That's a talented defense. They got two of the best players in the entire country on offense. Like, there's plenty to build on. They got a great head coach and all their goals still in front of them. So, hey, sign me up
Yeah.
for that. Sign me up for that.
No, absolutely. For
There's
sure.
no reason for fans to be like whatever on social media. Now, there are some fans who are always going to be that way. This is what they are. But in
For
reality,
sure.
Tempe is just still going to be an awesome place to watch a football game on Saturday night. This
Agreed.
team is still in a good spot. Can't wait to see what they do.
Are you going to be out there on Saturday? Are we going to get a Cam Cox appearance
I will
on
be out there. I will be
SM?
out there. I will be out there on Saturday.
All right. Hey,
We're gonna hang out together. You think Kenny will let us call some
what?
plays?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, you already look comfortable with the headset on. Hey, high school football though.
Yeah.
What you got? What you got on the menu? What's on the Cam Cox menu? What games are you going to go out to?
Yeah.
Epic Sports. I know that they got a Thursday night game. I believe that it's Pinnacle Corona.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
We got some good night. Don't forget Thursday night football on the 12 plus app. Every Thursday night pregame show starts at 6:30. Game kickoff is at 7. That's been really cool. They had Eastmark Walden Grove last week, which went down to the wire. So some really good games on Thursday night too as well. We got our Friday Night Fever Game of the Week poll that is up right now. You can go vote. Voting ends Wednesday at noon. Of course, the winners announced every Wednesday night right here on the 12 Plus app for your TV. A lot of good games to pick from too as well. You can also go vote for our Sweet Play of the Week, and Sweet James back on board, sponsoring Friday Night Fever. By the way, the winner of the Sweet Play of the Year. So we're going to compile all the Sweet Play winners from every week. The winner gets a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of Sweet James Access
Sheesh.
Attorneys. So we're making sure to hook them
Love
with the
that.
best play of the year from Arizona high school football. We'll make sure to take care of them with a cool scholarship at the end of the year. So a lot of great games to go to. Chili can't wait for another Friday night of Friday Night Fever. And don't forget, Be a Believer, Catch the Fever every Friday night at 11:35. Arizona's longest running high school football show. Myself, Lena Washington, Jake Garcia, and our whole crew. And you never know, Chili might pop in and out. There's a sighting, like I see some video that comes back in our newsroom. I'm like, oh, there's Chili on the other sideline. Or sometimes I just put a camera in your face, tell me what you say, what you see. So it's always good to see. Where you going Friday? Do we know yet? I still mapping it out.
Yeah. I'll be at ALA Queen Creek Channel. I'll be out there to watch my guy Jai Jones get loose.
Wow.
Friend of the program, obviously.
Yep.
You know, he stopped by last week,
Yep.
and so that should be exciting. That should be a good game.
All right, that'll do it for us. Chili, thoughts out the door. What you got?
Hey, tomorrow night show, Chili's two piece. I got
Oh,
I
there we
got a
go.
special guest coming in. I got a special guest coming in,
I don't know
and
what
then
that
me and
means.
Gridiron are gonna break
What does that
down
mean?
two games and talk about a superstar player, spotlight one kid. So
What's that mean?
should be
What's
a
that
lot
mean?
of
I'm
fun.
not gonna be there. What's special?
I got us. I got somebody that the community really, really wants to hear from. At least
Community.
one community does.
That's it. That's it. That's all you gonna tell us? All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta
Okay.
send that tease out there.
There you go. Send that tease out there. Chili's two piece every Tuesday night. Do we have what time is that? What do we know? Like that's the
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock
ish,
goes to
7 o'clock
whenever.
ish, right? Seven
Yeah,
o'clock
yeah,
ish to whenever
yeah. Goes
ish.
to whenever.
See, that's how
Goes to
chilly.
whenever.
This has been a more of a chilly night timing wise. You know, we usually
Yeah,
when
no, for
we're in the
sure.
studio, we got it 30 minutes on the dot because people got to go do other things in the building. This has more been a chilly, free flowing night. It's chilly
I
standard
love it.
time where we just talking and going. The only thing I got to do is go put away
Yeah.
dishes, get ready for tomorrow. I got to unpack this bag that's over here from traveling. That's all I got to
Sweet.
do here. Yeah, man. All right,
Hey,
buddy. It's been a
chili
pleasure.
rules.
That's right. Chili rules tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on another edition of Dropping Dimes. We'll see you back here next week.